Hi friends, welcome to today's video. Miss Cathie, why are you here? It's Saturday. Well, it's a very special weekend, so I thought I'd give you a bonus video. So today I have two things to share with you. We're going to do an experiment, and we're also going to do a craft. So let me show you what you're going to need for our experiment. We'll do that first. You're going to need a container for this experiment. You're also going to need a hard-boiled egg. I'm sure that you have a bunch of these lying around the house right now. You're also going to need your choice of food coloring. And you're also going to need just some white vinegar, just regular white vinegar. You probably have a lot of that running around right now too. All right, so what we're going to do is to take our egg and put it into our bowl. And then you're going to cover it completely with the white vinegar. Now you remember from our past experiments when we used vinegar and baking soda and they reacted, just crazy reacted, because the vinegar was reacting with the base, which was the baking soda, and it was producing the carbon dioxide gas, and all those bubbles were forming everywhere. Well, you're going to see when you put the vinegar in here on top of the egg, you're going to see bubbles start forming. Because what's happening is the vinegar, which is an acid, is reacting with the base, which is the calcium carbonate, which is in the shell of the egg. So the vinegar is basically eating the shell of the egg, and it's making it disappear. So what happens is when you leave this egg in the vinegar for like overnight, it's going to remove the shell completely, and you're going to be left with the membrane of the egg. Now the membrane is kind of another protective coating against the yolk of the egg, and the vinegar is going to permeate that membrane, make it swell up really big, kind of turn it into this rubbery texture, and we might be left with a rubber egg. How cool is that? So what you're going to do is after you've finished watching the bubbles react on the egg and see all that fun stuff, you're going to add some food coloring, whatever color you want. I just have some red right here, so I'm going to add that. And then you take your bowl and set it aside a day or two and just let it hang out. After it's done, you're going to rinse the egg off, and you are going to be left with something that looks like this. Now, hopefully they can see that. Can they see this? And when you touch the egg, it does not feel like anything that you put into the vinegar. You can squish it. It's so squishy because the shell is now gone, and all you're left with is that membrane that's covering the yolk. Do you want to see if it bounces? You ready? Oh my gosh, the egg actually bounces. Is that fun or what? We have a rubber bouncy ball egg. How cool is that? So now this is actually a demonstration showing you what you can do with the egg and the vinegar. To turn this into an experiment, what you can do is take an egg and make sure that it's raw. Do the same thing that you did with the vinegar, let it hang out for a while, then rinse it. And when you drop it, is the yolk going to turn to rubber, or is the yolk still going to be liquid and it will splat everywhere? I suggest you do that over a kitchen sink, just in case it gets a bit messy. So that is our experiment for today, and I'm going to set this aside and move on to our craft. I hope you guys like this one. I thought this is a really fun one. And once you're done playing with the egg, you don't want to eat the egg. This is definitely something that we're not eating because it's a science project. So this is something that when you're done playing with it, wash your hands and discard the egg. Well, discard the egg, then wash your hands. Okay, set this aside and we'll go on to our craft. I have a fun craft for you today. Remove the vinegar. So for this craft, we are going to be making this really cute little bunny. Isn't that cute? It's very, very easy. You probably have all of these items on hand. So the first thing you're going to need, of course, is something to cover your work surface. I have my trusty trash bag, which actually this is the second one now. The first one, I had to use it for trash because it just got totally covered with paint. So now I'm on my second one. Cover your surface with whatever you'd like. And you're also going to need some glue, just regular white glue, some cotton puffs, paint the color of your choice, something to put your paint on. I just have a saucer that I've put some plastic wrap on just to protect the plate. You're going to need some white paper. I think I got too much paper here. No, there's one there. And a bunny template. You can find these online. They're all over the place. And I think that I'll just go ahead and put a link in my description so that you can just go ahead and go to that link and you can print out a bunny template. If you don't have a printer, you can just cut one out freehand. That's what I did. Mine is just a little freehand bunny. You don't have to use a bunny. You can also use ducks. You can use whatever you would like to do for this project. You're also going to need some scissors, and that's about it. So what you do is put your paper down first, and then you are going to take your bunny template and put it, let me move this so you can see it. Put your bunny on top of the white paper. Choose your color. I chose purple. I think I need a little bit more. There we go. And what I did with the first one that I did is I used a cotton puff to paint. If you do not like the feel of cotton puffs on your hands, you can also just use your fingers. You can also just use a paintbrush. So I am going to take my cotton puff and dip it into the paint. And then gently holding on to my my bunny template, I'm going to tap around, and you want to make sure that you get the paint a little bit heavier around the edge of the bunny template. That way when you lift off the bunny, you'll be able to see the shadow. You'll be able to see that imprint of the bunny. So we just tap, tap, tap all over the bunny template. And like I said, you can use your fingers, you can use a paintbrush, whatever you want. You don't have to cover the entire paper, just enough to make it look kind of speckled, kind of like an Easter egg. Do that all over. This is so pretty and so fun. And after you're done putting the paint on, if you'd like, you can just throw on a little bit of glitter to make it extra sparkly. It's up to you what you'd like to do. All right, I think I am happy with that. So now I'm going to gently remove my bunny template to try not to get the paint onto the white area. So I'm gonna start with the ears. Kind of like when you eat a chocolate bunny, you always start with the ears. There we go. And look what we have. We have a white shadow of our bunny. I'm gonna set this aside. You see that? Is that sweet? Oh, but our little bunny needs a tail, doesn't it? So I have my cotton puff right here, and I'm going to pull it out just a little bit to make it a little bit more fluffy. Use my fingers to do that. Take some white glue, put it down here on the bottom of the bunny. Pop on the tail, and there is our bunny. Isn't he cute? I hope you guys like this craft. I had fun doing it with you. I also had fun playing with our rubber egg. And that is what I have for you for today. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you back again on Monday. So bye guys.